What's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason&Jabari Gaming, and today we have my 39th rank 3, and that is none other than Jabari Panther. I am very excited to take this champion up. I think she's an awesome champion. Full disclosure, I run max 5 out of 5 deep wounds, so I want you guys to keep that in mind while I'm doing these 3 boss fights for you guys. First up, we're going to have the new EQ Rhino, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Then we're going to go into the Medusa boss in Act 6, and then we're going to go to LOL Red Hulk. So this first fight with this Rhino, there's a couple things to keep in mind. Every 10 seconds he gains an unstoppable buff for 2 seconds, excuse me. That's toggle. He has spiked armor, he has counter strike, which he gains a passive fury every time you dex, not the biggest deal in the world. Running on fumes, so that's free willpower healing for me, and all his special attacks are unblockable. All of these fights I'm also doing unboosted. I think I show that, so if you guys want to slow it down to see that, I don't think that's the biggest deal in the world. But yeah, I really do enjoy this character, and I sped up these fights because they were kind of lengthy. I think this is the only one that I didn't speed up as much. But yeah, here basically the idea is basically not to get hit. I get hit a lot, and all of these you can play it relatively normal. I brought in different synergy teams for different purposes. You can go back and check those out in this fight. I did not see who I brought in, but basically the idea here for this fight is you want to continuously bait out Rhino specials. Rhino is not a particularly hard defender, but he can catch you slipping, like on dashbacks, which I get caught in very often. There you saw my counter strike. I didn't use it very often, but she does have a counter punch, kind of like Killmonger, which is one of the awesome things that I really like about this character. And she does a significant amount of bleed damage. Here I'm just getting beat up. That's not uncommon for me, so you guys do not have to play these fights cleanly to solo them, because I am a scrub player and I still somehow managed to do it. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say about this fight. Watch out for that unstoppable. I told you guys he has a toggle, so every 10 seconds he'll gain an unstoppable buff, so don't go into punish. I think I got punished a couple of times by going in a little too late or too early while that unstoppable buff was active. Another thing that Jabari Panther has is a cleanse mechanic. I don't showcase that very often until we get to the latter fights, I think, where on LOL you'll see a couple times I get hit and it stuns me, but she automatically purifies it, and I might get hit by the Medusa to give me an armor break and she might purify that. I don't remember, but I think that's an awesome mechanic to have. So all in all, like I said, I'm really enjoying this character. And again, this is running max 5 out of 5 for deep wounds. So we're wrapping things up here, and one more combo and that Rhino is down. So moving on to the next fight, we have Act 6 Medusa boss, and the only way to damage this champion is to cause her bleed. She has Do You Bleed. She also has the buffet, which I would recommend you take off dexterity. I did not, so that's why this fight is so long. She has explosive personality, which actually is a big deal, which I get to almost them exploding, because she has this fury where when you hit them she has 8 seconds of a 10% chance to gain an extra fury, and at 3 furies she gains an auto block. So that's why that explosive personality is really tricky with this node. That was very clever of Kabam to put the two together. It actually did cause me a little bit of a issue. I didn't actually trigger it, but I had to kind of figure out how to play around it. And then, like I said, I would recommend taking off dexterity, because if not, that's going to be a big problem. And also to help you guys out, there's bleed vulnerability. So All in all, this was a tough fight. It would have been a lot easier had I removed dexterity, so I would recommend you guys do that, but she can definitely solo this fight, as you will see. Again, these fights are sped up, because if not, this was like a 6-minute fight, and that was just because I did not remove dexterity. But nobody wants to see a full 6-minute fight, and LOL took even longer. So that's why these fights are sped up. I think the shortest fight I showed you guys was that Rhino fight, and that was like a 3-minute fight or something like that. And that was just because I was getting my butt handed to me. But yeah, all in all, that's what I would recommend for this fight. Just keep an eye on that Fury. Now you see she has 4 Furies, so that 10% chance helped her out there. She will not auto block you the first hit, but after that she will auto block. And as you can tell, I have the 4 explosive charges, so if I hit her one more time into the block, I'm going to explode and take 25% of my overall total health, and nobody wants to experience that. So I don't actually trigger it, so that's a good thing, but that is something that you guys need to keep in mind if you're going to try to attempt to take on this fight with Jabari Panther. A unique synergy that I want to bring up for you guys is the Black Panther synergy. Jabari is Wakandan, from my understanding. So that's hence the name of the title. But, you know, with Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther, and RIP Chadwick Boseman, was a good dude. He has a synergy with the original Black Panthers where it gives 25% additional bleed. And I would recommend running that if you have the space to do it. I mean, you still have to consider the path, so that's definitely something you need to consider, but that is definitely beneficial. She also has a synergy with Storm Pyramid X, with Killmonger, or either one of the Black Panthers, where it does additional 30% damage, as you see that I'm running there. Bleed damage, I go over it briefly. If you guys want to kind of pause it to see, you can do so, but I'm trying to be brief about these explanations for you guys. Also, another thing, her special 1 does an ensnare, and it's supposed to prevent evade. I don't think that really applies for LOL, because they definitely evaded a couple of times. I did these fights a few different times. I had some recording issues the first few times, and then I think I messed up once or twice. So yeah, but that's what it's supposed to do. And like I said, I'm going through the descriptions right here, so if you guys want to pause it on something specific, feel free to do so. This is a made-up character by Kabam, but it is a very good one. So overall, with this team, we're going to be doing a ton of bleed damage, and Rolk is really good at crit resistance, and he has high block proficiency, but he does not stop the bleed. So that was the idea. He has 1.5 million health. That Medusa, I believe she had somewhere around 400,000, maybe even 500,000. I can't remember, but you guys will see the numbers. I pretty much did everything, but yeah. So like I said, I sped up this fight. I played it relatively well in the beginning, and then my true colors come out to where you'll see me playing like a scrub towards the end. I almost died, but we pull it off. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this fight. I didn't really utilize the special 2 very often. It was good, but she stacks her bleeds there. After the special 3, when she gets back to the hunt, she stuns the opponent for 4.5 seconds, and that's really good. You can do some, I think I did 2.5 combos. So you'll see me do a combo, then another combo, and a heavy, just depending on the spacing and what I'm trying to do, or if I'm not trying to push him over a certain bar of power. I know during practice that happened. There he evaded after I threw the special 1, so luckily I didn't get punished. There we do have a counter punch up, but it expires. I did not utilize it. I should have, but I didn't. I didn't really utilize the counter punch when I was supposed to. I didn't really understand that. You have to understand that I'm new to the character, so I'm still learning her. But yeah, ultimately it's a good time. I think the most bleeds I got up to was 16 or 18, and they're doing about 272 a tick. So we're doing significant damage through the bleed. So don't underestimate this bleed team. And yeah, we're just gonna continue wailing away at this guy. If you guys want to see any other content that you think she might be good at, let me know in the comments, and I could definitely test her out there and record it, make another video. If you guys want to see her in war, I am in a lower tier alliance, so if it's permittable, I can bring her in and kind of play around with her in war. I'm not really like in a master's level war anymore. I think we're at 3 or 4 or something like that, and that's completely fine, but it does give me a little bit more freedom to do a few more characters that I normally probably would not be able to do. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, let me know. Also, we've been posting a lot of Jabari stuff on the channel here lately. This is me and Jabari's channel, so make sure you guys leave a follow for Jabari on Twitch. That is our Twitch channel. I run our YouTube channel. We always leave the link tree to all of our platforms in the description, so if you guys want to see some stuff that we're bringing to you guys that you possibly are unaware of, be sure to click that link tree and subscribe to all our platforms and or follow. And also, you know, subscribe here if you guys are liking this type of content. But yeah, guys, other than that, like I said, things do get kind of dicey. Towards the end there, you saw me lose a massive amount of health by taking just a singular combo from him. He is in his second stage, so he's hitting really hard, and he did have a lot of heat charges when he hit me, so I was taking the full brunt of that. But ultimately, this isn't a difficult fight for me. I just made it difficult for myself. I tend to do that a lot. But like I said for the millionth time, Jabari Panther is a very interesting and fun character. I do like bleed champion type characters that does dot damage and stuff like that, and she is rather unique in my opinion. There I'm getting backed up in the corner because I didn't want to bait the special 2, or excuse me, I didn't want him to go to a special 2, but he ended up going to a special 2. It was fine. Yeah, only a few more hits, bait out one more special 1, down he goes. So that's gonna do it, guys. Until the next one, you guys take care. Peace.